Welcome to Catherine Biroy Show. Today I'm with Nathan Hirsch. He is a lifelong entrepreneur and currently the CEO of Econ Balance and Outsource School. Nathan is best known for co-founding FreeUp.net in 2015 with an initial 5K investment scaling up to 12 million and having it acquired in 2019. Today he leads Econ Balance, an online bookkeeping service for e-commerce and digital businesses, and Outsource School, a membership teaching business owners how to hire effectively online. Nathan has appeared on 400 plus podcasts. Him and his wife live in Denver, Colorado with his two dogs, where they are foster parents. Welcome, Nathan. I'm so happy to have you on the show.
I'm doing great. And yeah, thanks so much for having me. Excited to be here. Glad we finally got to do this.
Yeah, me too. Tell us a little bit about your story. Why did you become an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, my parents were both teachers. So I grew up with the mentality that I was going to have to get a real job. And they had me working from the time I was 15 on every summer, every winter. I worked as an umpire. I worked at Aaron Sales and Lease, which is kind of like a rent-a-center. Firestone, I had an internship there. And I kind of got a glimpse into the real world. And I wanted no part of it. I didn't like having to report to a boss or drive to work every day. And I kept looking for different opportunities to start my own business. And when I got to college, I started buying and selling textbooks and competing with my school bookstore. And that was kind of how I got into it. And from there, I started experimenting different products to sell on Amazon and came across baby products, and the rest is history. I grew a pretty large Amazon dropshipping business, hired a lot of VAs, which led me to growing a marketplace for virtual assistants called FreeUp. And I really never looked back. I never had a real job outside of those internships between high school and my first few years of college.
That's so cool. I'm truly impressed with everything you did. We actually met a few years ago on Tai Lopez e-commerce specialist program. I actually saw you there first time, and then we were reconnected on LinkedIn. And I'm very happy to have you here to share your story. What are the key lessons that you learned on this entrepreneurial journey? I know there are a lot, but you know.
Yeah, for me, it's all about minimum viable product or minimum viable service. I mean, for Amazon, like I bought a few textbooks, and if I lost money on a few, I would have stopped and moved to onto something else. And then I experimented drop shipping baby products. And if I got bad reviews, I was just gonna move on to something else. And similar with FreeUp, we leased out some VAs and freelancers and got feedback from clients. And only when the feedback was good did we move forward growing the business. And even moving ahead, when we launched Outsource School, after we sold FreeUp, we did a beta launch. We sold about 50 courses. And if people hated it, we would have refunded them and moved on. And with Econ Balance and Accounts Balance, my two new monthly bookkeeping services, again, we did a beta round with 25 clients, gave them 2 free months of bookkeeping, got feedback, made sure there was actually a market. And if we couldn't land 25 clients giving them free bookkeeping, we knew it wasn't a business. So before we just dived in and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars or started marketing or building software or doing all this stuff that you have to do, we proved that there was actually a market for the business and that we could get sales for the business before we move forward.
Let's talk a little bit more about Econ Balance. What led you actually to start Econ Balance?
Yeah, so after we sold FreeUp, we did some consulting with different e-commerce sellers, and we learned pretty quickly that we hated being consultants. But the common theme was we had to help people revamp their monthly bookkeeping processes before we could help them make any decisions, because we weren't getting good data. And we had always set up good monthly bookkeeping processes. Like with FreeUp, the month would end within 10, 15 days. We'd get income statement, balance sheet, cash flow. We'd have a meeting every single month where we'd go through it and make decisions for the business. And it obviously helped us pass due diligence and sell the business down the line as well. So we that kind of gave us the idea, and we interviewed 100 plus e-commerce sellers and found out everything from competition to what people like, what people don't like, what people want in a bookkeeping service. And then we hired a team. We did a beta round with 25 clients, and now we're up and running and offering a core monthly bookkeeping service where we charge you on the first, and by the 15th, you get income statement, balance sheet, cash flow. And then recently we launched a sister company called Accounts Balance. That's a monthly bookkeeping service for non-e-commerce businesses, coaches, consultants, software companies, different online businesses. And we really just love the bookkeeping space. It's something that isn't the sexiest topic in the world, but it's a core thing that people need in their business, just like hiring is a core thing that people need in their business.
Absolutely, it's very important, but we don't like it. Me and my clients, that's like the last thing that we actually do. So should entrepreneurs really do the bookkeeping on their own, or when is the best time to outsource that?
Yeah. So to me, there's no situation that entrepreneurs should be doing their own bookkeeping. I mean, first of all, it's just not a good use of your time. You need to focus on sales, marketing, expansion, proof of concept, strategic decisions. Like there's no, even if you're a startup not making more money, like those first 6 months, first year of a business are so crucial. You need to make sure you're spending your time in the right place. And second of all, most entrepreneurs just aren't good at bookkeeping. And 9 times out of 10, any work you do, you're just going to have to pay someone to redo it. And cleanup always costs more than catch up. So really hiring a bookkeeper from day one for FreeUp was one of the best business decisions I ever made. And it just got it off my plate from day one and allowed us to focus on growing the business and not repetitive bookkeeping tasks.
And how much are the finances really important? You sold FreeUp in 2019. First of all, why did you do that? And then how much finances and accounting were very important at that step?
Yeah, I mean, selling FreeUp was a tough decision. We had grown the business from 1 million to 5 million to 9 million to 12 million. And we knew that to grow it to 25 or 50 million, we would have had to make some big changes and completely revamp everything. And it was uncharted territory. Maybe we could have figured it out, but we could have also failed. And we had a lot of people counting on us, our team, our clients, the freelancers on the platform. And the people that made an offer, we had a lot of respect for. They had a lot of experience growing businesses bigger than us. And they had a good blueprint and other past successes there. At the time, this was pre-COVID, the market was at an all-time high, and it seemed like it was a good opportunity there. And obviously the offer money-wise was life-changing as well. And it allowed us to take $500,000 and give it to our internal team and make sure they were taken care of and their jobs are secure. So tough decision with a lot of factors that we were thinking about, but it ended up being the right move. And good financials was a huge part of that. I mean, I remember speaking with the buyers for the first time and them asking us questions about their business, and we knew our numbers inside and out. And everything we told them on that call matched everything that was in our books when they finally got to due diligence. And so that building that trust was important. And we had 4 years of immaculate financials to answer any question they had. And that obviously helped us pass due diligence. And it was a long process, even with clean financials. I can't imagine what it would have been like without it. So it's tough to sell a business without good financials.
And now you're helping with Econ Balance. Everyone can have a chance to actually have clean books, and that's pretty amazing. We'll have a few quick questions for you now, just for fun. What is your favorite book?
Tools for Titans by Tim Ferriss is right behind me. That's a good one. It covers everything from wealth to business to health, and it's like the best snippets from all his interviews. So if you haven't read that, I strongly recommend checking that out.
Thanks so much. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of working out. I work out once a day. I play softball. I hang out with friends. My wife and I were foster parents. We have a teenage foster kid that we try to spend a lot of time with. And my life's pretty chill.
Cool. What would be your advice for someone who is stepping into e-commerce or struggling with accounting, for example?
I mean, struggling with accounting is easy. It's hire a good bookkeeper that is a good monthly bookkeeping process and have a CPA that does your tax. And it should be one less thing that you should be dealing with. But I mean, in terms of e-commerce, it's so important to know what's going on in the space. So following the top peoples in the space, joining newsletters, being part of communities, being part of masterminds, those are all things that are going to help you take it to the next level.
Mhm. And if people would like to connect with you or learn more about Econ Balance, where they can reach out or check a little bit more info.
Yeah, go to econbalance.com or accountsbalance.com. And you can also check out my other company, Outsource School, which teaches you all of my hiring processes.
You actually have a few special offers for my audience when it comes to Econ Balance and Outsource School. Would you like to share that, please?
Yeah, for Outsource School, 30% off if anyone's interested in joining that. And for Econ Balance, 2 free months of bookkeeping.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I will share the links and everyone will definitely know about that. Thank you so much for being my guest. I truly enjoyed and I hope you did too.
Yeah, thanks for having me.